So Adrienne Carr, we're here at City Hall and part of an anti-discrimination event. How was that?
Inspiring. Inspiring in two ways. It was grounding in terms of the fact that racism has existed and still exists in Canada, and we've got a long way to go. And inspiring because of the people who are really trying to move forward a Canada that is free of racism, that is an equal Canada.
And so the Norwegian delegation were in town for a number of things, and they participated in this event. How was that?
I thought it was very. For me, moving that His Excellency, the President, actually acknowledged the incredibly tragic event of the killing of young people in Norway, which was an act of an extreme racist, and acknowledged just how difficult that was. I think you have to change starts by acknowledging where the problem lies, both in attitude and in actions. You can't move forward unless you say those exist. They've created hurt, harm, and death. And now we have to move forward as a society to be different in our attitudes and actions.
Okay, now let's shift gears a bit as a green advocate, and we know the Norwegian industrialists and the Norwegian government operate fish farms in our waters, and it's a very charged issue here. Yesterday on Quadra Island, Campbell River, Alexander Morton and co-founder of Greenpeace, Rod Marining, stood in front of the bus with these delegates and caused a bit of inconvenience. Can we get in your thoughts on that whole dynamic?
Well, good for Alexandra and Rod, because we have to continue to draw attention to not only cultural and social injustices, but injustices to our earth. And there's no doubt in my mind that fish farms, the way they've been practiced in open cage nets in the ocean with exotic species, actually are an injustice to the natural ecosystem and the wild salmon, both in Norway and here. And there's ample evidence of how the Norwegian fish farms have actually led to the death of salmon, wild salmon, and salmon runs in specific streams there. And the same thing is happening here. It's such a false economy to think that you can play with nature, bringing in species, feeding them, ground up fish meal from yet other waters in order to raise what are commodities to sell for profit at the expense of the wild salmon that, if treated right and with respect, would last forever.
So is that a conversation that you had with the delegates at all, or was that brushed? Because obviously the interruption, it's now in the context of this whole delegation.
I haven't yet had a chance. You've nabbed me before I have had a chance to talk with anybody.
We'll go with you with a camera. We'll document it.
Right now, it's really unfortunate. I have to go straight into a briefing session on another issue that has just arisen around a cultural institution in Vancouver, and so I'm late for that briefing. But I think I thank the citizens raising this issue.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for your time,
Yeah,
being so
thank you.
frank about it.
Yeah.
We got to get Jeff Meggs because he's a fish guy too.